Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday, the Lord's Day, February 8th, 2026. February 8th, 2026. Good morning, everyone. I had to get the microphone. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning. I'm starting to horizontal again. Good morning, Kid Lemon. I'm outside, so I don't have my microphone right now, but I can get it. We got a sunrise today. We haven't had one in a while. Good morning, Daryl. Good morning, Libby, you noisy girl. Good morning, Gabriel. Good morning, Nishin. Can everyone hear me okay? All right. I'm doing horizontal. Look how nice the sunrise looks. Okay. I have to sing to Kid Lemon.
Power on. The Bluetooth device is
Ready, Kid Lemon?
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Go, Kid Lemon.
The Bluetooth device is connected.
Okay, I got you're connected. Go, Kid Lemon.
The Bluetooth device is connected.
He comes just to get his song sung. He comes just to get his song sung. Go, Kid Lemon! Woo! Song sung. It's Super Bowl. Super Bowl Sunday. It's Super Bowl. Super Bowl Sunday. It's Super Bowl. And the Steelers are not in it. How was that, Kid Lemon? Are you still here? Kid Lemon comes for that and nothing else, right, kid? Is Kid Lemon still here? He uses and abuses me. Dang. Look at that sunrise right over the horizon, and it's on horizontal. Full view, guys. Hello, Justin. Justin. You have to email me, Justin. Tell me what's going on in the world out there. Woo-hoo. I guess everybody's sleeping in from our exciting trivia night last night. Did you have fun, Justin, last night? Daryl, did you have fun? Nishin wasn't there. I guess probably middle of the night for him. Kid Lemon, were you there? Oh, you just might email me? Okay. Okay. That'd be great. That'd be really great. I'd love that. Haven't heard from you in a while there, Justin. Oh, looky there. It's Mike. How was your big truck thing yesterday? I don't know what it's called. Monster truck thing? Did you have fun? You had fun, Justin, yesterday at the trivia? How about that spaghetti squash, huh? Mike, did you ever make a spaghetti squash? It was horrible? Oh, because you knew you were missing my show. Hey, Cheryl. How are you, Cheryl? And Tracy, my girl. Hello. Hello, Tracy. Good morning. It's the Lord's Day. Up and at 'em. Early again. And I actually was here on time, and Allie's not here. Oh, trivia was good. And you'll have to watch the beginning and end if you're interested in the spaghetti squash. Trace, did you ever make a spaghetti squash before, honey? Tracy, weren't you there for a little bit? I think you were. I thought you were. You love spaghetti squash? So you made it before, huh? Okay. Well, we put it in a cake pan, a glass cake pan with some water in the bottom. Cut it in half long ways and then upside down. And then you'll have to watch the rest from there, honey. Did hot sausage and things like that. Yeah, it wasn't that long. We just did that, and then right when the spaghetti squash was when it was done, we threw it all together and did the taste test, and it was it. It was about an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. Just wasn't that long last night. I was just glad that we had enough questions because that I was worried about that because a lot of the questions that I got were like recycled. Like it was like just asked in another manner, and it was like, well, we just asked that question. So yeah, I see the sun trying to peek through there. One degree there. Let me see what it is here. Let's see what it is. I saw it. It's where's it at? Oh, it's 1 degree here too. It's 1 degree. It is going to be 19 today. It's 1 degree here too, Trace. Cool. Hey, Pearlman. I was playing your videos behind me yesterday. I don't know if you caught that. And then Mike told me, no. What did he say, hon? Daryl, what did he call that? Pew pew? No pew pews on the screen? Huh? What did Mike call Pearlman's videos? Told me not to play them? Pew pew. Pew pew? Pew pew. Oh, there, Mike told me. Yeah, sorry. But I was doing it. Yep. Yeah, I'm outside. Freezing. Right here with you. You're probably not even cold. You're probably in bed, Justin. Yeah, I know, Mike. Did I say it the wrong way? I'm sorry. Okay. He thought that it might not be a good idea because I might get in trouble because I just got monetized. There you go. Is that better, Mike? I don't want you running off on me now. Because of my mouth. Because I say things in the wrong manner. All right, here. Let's see our crown wars. Tracy is winning the crown war. And Mike is number 2. Look at all those shields. No more wrenches for you guys. You got shields because you're mighty, mighty defenders. Whoa. You're watching me on TV? I'm just drinking my water. Ready for a great day. It's getting brighter now. There's a little delay from me to you because my phone's always delayed, but it's really getting bright. So give me a second. And then I'm going to go inside because it's too cold out here. Okay, bye. You have a friend that's this early in the morning too? Praising God on the Lord's Day. Okay, Mike. Oh my goodness. I haven't been on. I'm in Deep Creek. Oh, in Maryland. Oh, that is nice. Nice. Pearlman, you are lucky. Lucky. Next time, are you with your wife? Sorry, I'm working. Hi, my love, Joey, my manager. I wasn't singing today, Joey. Really, I wasn't. Joey, I really wasn't singing to Kid Lemon. Okay, I was. Hello, Scott. Hello, good morning. Yes, I was playing Perlman's things yesterday, and Mike thought the pew-pews were going to make me get in troubles, so I took it down. Hey, Scott, I got my monetization, everything done. Okay, it's not all done. I just got to put in my tax papers and the checking account or whatever, payment plan. So you got me going there, Scott. I want to thank you so much. Thank you, Scott. I really appreciate you. Oh, wife and kid. Sorry I wasn't around or I would have dropped. Oh, that's okay. Oh, brought me some magazines. I didn't have the TV on or anything. I was just praying a lot and looking out that window. Thank you, Scott. I really appreciate you, Scott, because I really like your live and Lori's. I mean, it's just like hanging out with you guys, you know? And I hope we do have some kind of get together because that would be so awesome, you know, somewhere economical, of course, because a lot of us don't have that much money. Well, until I start getting, you know, my my monetization money, you know, because I'm going to be rich. I'm just kidding, people. People think that, though, you know, that they're going to make all this money on YouTube and, you know. Anyways, so there it goes. It's getting brighter, but it's not seeming to do it on the darn camera. What is that? It's really bright out there. Oh, okay, Justin. No problem. No problem. Hey, CL. Hey, CL. I made a CL, I made a thing with the Basset Hound, a little short. So you might want to go over and look at it real quick because it got limited. Like it's copyrighted but only limited, probably for Germany. But I might just take it down because every time I do stuff, it's always limited. So I might just take that down. So that sounds awesome, Perlman, going to that little cabin there. And I'm waiting for that invitation you said to come over for Din Din. We could bring something. You better ask your wife first, though. So anyway, see how bright it. Look at my. See on the camera. Yeah. That's not as bright as it is outside. Why is that?
Know. There's some kind of filter in the camera on.
I don't know. Anyway, I think we're freezing enough out here, so I might go inside. Hey, Kelly, how are you? I don't know why that's not getting any brighter. It's bright in the sky, but it's not here, Gabriel. All right, I'm gonna get the reading started. Let me. I don't know why that's not showing up on there. Doesn't look the same on the thing there. Look there, it's real bright. Can you guys see it? I guess not. Well, if it gets brighter, I'll go to the window because it's cold out here. It's 1 degree, Gabriel. You don't want to go out there, Bubs. No. I'm doing the horizontal live here, so you get the full view. I tried that last night with the trivia.
I think the horizontal is much better.
This horizontal view?
Yeah.
Oh, I got my hand in front of the camera, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it out of this tripod. Sorry about that. Get my fingerprints there, guys. Okay. Oh, I'm doing it again. And put you on this tripod here. Now the camera's fogging up because it was so cold up there. Okay. All right. I think I got myself organized. Okay, here we go. Here I am. See, look, it's horizontal. You can see all my Valentine stuff. Woo! Yeah, this horizontal stuff's pretty nice. All right. How's everybody doing? Oh, Justin gets so excited with the... Yeah, what's up with that? You tell them, Perlman. Am I stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. My other phone's frozen, but you guys aren't. And oh, you know what, guys? It has like on the screen, like what one of you are saying at a time. It doesn't have the whole spew of what everybody's saying. So I get one person at a time. Maybe I can focus on that better. I wonder if I can make it bigger though. Because Daryl just said, hi, Keith. It's like one person at a time. I can keep up with you. All right. Love the green. Well, you know what? I thought that I had solid green. But these are, I'm cheating. They're my St. Patrick Day ones. I love St. Patrick's. I'm cheating. Okay. I was just cheating a little bit. Thanks for calling me out, Mike. I can always count on Mike to call me out. So anyway, today is Sunday, February 8th, 2026. And today is determination. My determination takes me far. In every person's life, there will be times of ease and times of struggle. In the tougher times, it's natural to feel discouraged and tempted to give up on plans and dreams. How true is that, huh? When discouragement sets in, I remember I am fully human and fully divine, a spiritual being endowed with many divine gifts. I fortify myself by invoking my innate qualities of strength and power. They give me the determination to keep going, to stay on course. I can use my body and mind to accomplish what I set out to do, but I also know there is more to me than that. The attributes of God are mine to use. I believe in myself and move forward with determination. And that's what I always try to tell you guys. I really do. I have my allies here. I believe in you guys. And, you know, I know some of you, you really believe in me. And, you know, so, I mean, I'm just so grateful for, you know, all the prayers and well wishes I got when I was in the hospital and even now. See, you know what? It's going to be a problem because I only can see like Allie saying, I agree. But then when that goes away, I don't have like the whole thing. It's only one thing up there at a time. So I can't look back and say, hey, Keith, how are you? Good morning. Let me see who I missed. Good morning as you shift into your deepest abundance and resourcefulness more with every healing breath without even thinking about it. Yes and yes. Oh, Keith, you are so deep, my friend. I love when you stop by. I really love the words of wisdom that you share with us. Switch it to live chat instead of top chat. Live chat instead of top chat. Oh, it says top fans. So I hit that. Wait. I'm new at this here. Laura, oh, Allie, you've done this before? Na, 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 na. Let me see here. Let's see here. Ooh, I just hit something. Oh, I don't want to lose you guys. All messages are visible. That one. All right, welcome to live chat. It's a drop down button. Okay. I think I got it now. CL is saying hi to Allie. Okay. Okay. I didn't think you did too many lives, Allie, so I'm glad you're a master at it, because remember, we have to still do our live together, which you said you're going to sing. Are you still doing that? You're supposed to be practicing. Hello, 1111 Jane. Hello. You could almost, who said that? It has to be Justin. Justin, you want to see up my nose there, buddy? What a weirdo. Here, Justin, there, Justin, is that better, honey? Is that better? I mean, I know you're watching me on TV there. There, I'll just go like this. There's nothing up there. I just blew my nose. Leave it to Justin. He's like one of those kindergartners that tell you something, right in front of somebody. Or when you're...
Amy, you have a booger.
Okay, is that better, Justin? All right. Oh, boy. Oh, kids. From 1 Thessalonians 2:8, so deeply do we care for you that we are determined to share with you not only the gospel of God, but also our own selves, because you have become very dear to us. So that's from 1 Thessalonians 2:8. There's no snot. Justin, behave yourself, or he's going to be invisible. He's going to be invisible. All right. I rely upon the Christ within and act with determination. I've heard it said, if at first you don't succeed, what is it? Try again. These wise words help me remember that success is not always immediate. Failure is a part of life and happens to most people at one time or another. And what did you say fail stood for, Daryl?
First attempt in learning.
First attempt in learning is what Daryl says. Fail is first attempt in learning. What's that called? An analogy? No, not an analogy. Oh. Anagram?
Anagram, yeah.
Yeah, anagram. I knew it was something with an A. But first attempt in learning is when you fail. So that's what he says. Sometimes he says stuff that's a little bit makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't. You heard him on trivia last night. Woo! Give him a beer and he's ready. It's natural to feel disappointment and frustration when my efforts fall short. But I remained determined to try again, to find a new way and trust in my eventual success. And, I'm going to bring up Allie here because it's natural to feel disappointment and frustration when your efforts fall short. But I watched that girl a whole day fishing. She didn't give up. She didn't. She was very persistent, and and you know what? She didn't let it get her down. She was still laughing and being so pleasant, I wish I was pleasant. And so but I'm telling you, I'm being very serious here. Allie, she'd take that fish and she'd go somewhere else and then she got that big old fish, and then she takes it off there so nicely and puts it nicely back into the water. I was like, she's a beautiful person, you know that?
A bad day of fishing is better than a good day at work.
Yeah. He said a bad day at fishing is better than a good day at work. Okay. But you're trying to take the limelight off of Allie, and she's in the spotlight right now.
Never do that.
I'm telling you, he's just starving for attention.
Who?
You're just starving. It's like, oh. Just like Mike. I mean, you two need to go out somewhere or something and get some poopy paper. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But Allie, I just give you so much credit for doing that. because can you touch that dog so he stops making noise? Just gotta touch him.
My bum.
So, oh my gosh, where did I get you from? All right. I rely upon Christ within, the source of my many divine gifts. I believe I have everything I need already within me to realize my dreams. And I think, Allie's she's so young and she's already, acronym. It started with an A. I knew that, Cheryl.
We were close.
Acronym. Cheryl.
That's what, yeah, acronym.
I was up.
It's early.
I was up like 1:30 again this morning. No naps. I don't take any naps. Anyway, so I was busy bee. Let's see. Where did I go? Where did I go from here? All right. I rely upon the Christ within, the source of my many divine gifts. I believe I have everything I already need for me to realize my dreams. Oh yes, I was saying that Allie's young. She's like 40 something, and I don't even believe that she's that old. I don't, because she's a little young chickadee. But anyway, going to walk my dog. Okay. Well, we're going to talk about you while you're gone. I'm going to build you up, Buttercup. I'm getting you some endorsements. I'm getting you on. You're going to see Allie on commercials with her fishing pole. Yeah. I turn to God in prayer to replenish myself by feeling the divine, loving, protecting presence. I return my awareness to the present and prepare to keep trying, knowing my determination will propel me toward success. And from Job, if anyone had to be determined, that was Job, right? Job 34:4, let us choose what is right. Let us determine among ourselves what is good. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Was that Mrs. G just came in?
I think so.
Yes, it was. I'm trying horizontal, Gina. I'm trying horizontal. Everyone, this is my friend, Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. Did you do the horizontal yet, Gina? I think you did, didn't you? And then it wasn't working, and then you and your co-host had to squeeze in. I tried it last night because we had trivia, and I didn't want to squish too much with there. I mean, I like to squish with him, but, Anyway, see, Mike has this dog, and he's trying to pawn the darn thing off on everyone to take it for a walk. So, Mike, if you have a dog, you have to take it for a walk. Except for my dogs, they have a big, huge yard. They run around like crazy lunatics. Except for Gabe's starting to get slow here. But, yeah. Anyway. My time apart communing with God brings me lasting peace. One of the gifts of spiritual living is knowing I have the power to choose my responses no matter what I am experiencing. Like Jesus, I know and trust the Father and I are one. That understanding allows me to remain secure in myself and present to whatever life brings. I carry my presence of God within me at all times and in every circumstance. The deepest peace is mine. As Jesus did during Holy Week, I take time apart when I need to. When I return, the chaos, the clamor of the world may remain unchanged, but I will be different. I will be renewed and refreshed, blessed with the awareness of God within and all around me. And from 2 Thessalonians 3:16, it says, now may the Lord of peace myself give you peace at all times and in all ways. The Lord be with you all. Now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times in all ways. The Lord be with you all. And I really hope that the Lord's with you guys and you all have a wonderful week. I mean, I wish that about all the time, all the weeks, all the days of the year. But it's just, I was I was talking to Ziggy, aka Alexa, this morning, as we always have our conversation, and then we have a little concert. But I was talking to her about, why, like why people are, not nice to one another. Like she's like, "You're very inquisitive, Sally, and all these questions you." But I was just like, I don't understand that. Like I wish you peace, you wish me peace. Um, Thank you, Justin. But it's like I don't know how to be like that. Like to be nasty or something. It's like it hurts me when people do it to me. But anyway, I was talking to her about that, and then we got on the subject of money and then how she's quoting the Bible about money, and people get so. We were talking about how people make money more of a god and they step on people to get to the money, and I just always say that money's always been the source of all evil. I mean, we need it to pay our bills, but it shouldn't be like, oh, money, we have to have money, 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 and I don't know, maybe that's why I'm poor. I don't know, but like if I have money and somebody needed it, I would give them the money, but I don't have money to give. But if I did, but it's just like, I don't understand how people get so, like, like when there's promotions at a work or something, and there's two people and they're really good friends, but then they'll just step all over the top of the other one instead of being fair and square. It's the love of money that gets people in trouble. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Cheryl. I always put my foot in the mouth when it's a touchy subject, like politics, money, religion. But I don't understand that. I mean, I want to have money. I want to have like a little bit in a savings or something, but I'm not going to. Hello, she's back already. That poor doggy is probably. No, your doggies can touch the ground. Our doggies can't touch the ground. They go out there, and then their little feetsies are all. They would never wear boots, but anyway, we're talking about money, Allie, and yeah, lack of money. But I don't understand how how does that become a part of people's lives where money is like it just becomes like whoa, like a lot of a lot of times money breaks up marriages too. Can you just give that a little bit towards you? Don't close it all the way because I like the sunlight. But like a lot of times money is the the reason behind a marriage. Like this marriage was perfectly fine until something that's fine. Something went wrong with someone lost a job or something, and then they get behind on their bills, and then they're at each other's throats. It's like that's how a lot of those times come. We got the sun and the moon out here, guys. I have to sit in front of the moon because it's not moon time. But it would be nice to have a little extra for bills are paid, though. Yeah, that's what I mean. But I'm talking about CL, like people that want to be like mega rich, and then what Alexa or I said her name, Ziggy said downstairs when I was getting ready. She was talking about what they do is they step on all these people and ruin all their friendships, right? And all their relationships. And then they have this whole boat of money, and she said they bought them a nice ticket to loneliness, an expensive ticket to loneliness, she said. And I was like, whoa, that's a good one. Because, like a lot of people that do that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not saying all rich people are like that, because there's a lot of people that donate money and stuff like that. Because you need money to survive. And some people let the fear of not having it roll. Yeah, exactly. I know. And, I'm scared about that. I don't have a 401k, or 301k or whatever it's called. 401k. And neither does Daryl, because that's the kind of people he works for, but they don't have that kind of.
They do have it.
They have it, but whatever. I'm trying to make a point. Could you stay in the audience? Go over there.
Yes, dear.
But that's what I was trying to say. I'm not saying money's extremely. I'm just saying it can be evil. That's the conversation I had with
Slowly, please.
Ziggy, aka Alexa. Yeah. Yeah. See, Mike, and but you're still young, Mike. You're still a little pup. And you don't, because we're in our 60s now, and it just gets a little bit more scary because there's nothing, you know. But my boys are very smart, especially Matthew. He's very smart with money, and more so. But I think that the reason why Maddie's so in tune with that is because, like, you guys are probably think I'm crazy, but when he was in what, fourth grade, fifth grade, Daryl? Was it fourth or fifth grade? Maybe it was sixth. One of those grades in elementary school. We sat down and he said, Mommy, I want to learn how to do bills. And I said, okay. So I gave him the checkbook. He wrote them all out, but I signed them and I showed him how you look at the electric bill and then you write the amount on the check right here. Because we used to have junior achievement come to school, and they would teach you about finances and how much you needed for renting an apartment, and what kind of job you had to get to have a certain thing. And he hurt his back at work just recently. So we did all that together, and I think he saw, like how, deduction, and that's when I was working at the Catholic school, I wasn't making a lot of money. I was only making 20-some thousand a year, and it helped, but it didn't help, and I'm not making much more than that now, but it's just, it's hard when you have 2 car payments, and a house payment and things like that, and then car insurance, and then you have to try to put it all together. But I think that got Matt's eyes open to how to do things. And I think that was a really great program that they had when I taught 6th grade. Junior Achievement came to my classroom, and they gave us this whole lesson plan, and that the whole lesson plan was about, okay, you have to get a job. You have to figure out what you're going to have a job, what kind of a house you can afford, what this you can afford, what kind of car you can afford. Now, I'm missing something here. Something happened to Allie's husband here. Daryl's supposed to be keeping me up on it.
I was told to stay in the audience.
Hubby hurt his back at work. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Yeah, because you know what, Allie? I will keep him in prayers, because Daryl and I don't know who did it first, but I lost my job, and then, I don't know, it was a week or 2 later, Daryl lost his. And I'm just sitting in the living room like, oh my gosh, we have 2 little kids, because they were like elementary school. And I was like, how am I going to pay? How are we going to pay? Like, you just get into, I get into panic mode, like, oh my goodness, But then we learn to trust God and things like that. Just like I've always talked about that really good job that Daryl wanted to get and he didn't get it. And then it ended up he got a different job that was better suited for him. So, it all happens. Everything happens for a reason. And sometimes maybe it's just, just need a break from that. So, because Daryl had, 3 years in June? He was doing something at work and he fell straight back, and he hit his head and he had a brain bleed, and that was really scary. And sometimes things like that happen, at work, and then you can lose, your pay and stuff. So you never know. That's why I always say we're not promised tomorrow, and I'm not trying to be, depressing or anything, but we're not. That's why I always give Daryl an extra kiss goodbye when he's going, or an extra hug, because you don't know. So anyway, about a year ago we got a bad settlement, and we are living on faith and fumes. I get that. I get that. I do get that.
All we have is fumes. Seems like it.
But I'm happy we have our fumes, because we have a house. And we have
our house.
We have a house and a bed. What's that song? That thankful song?
Because we are fed.
Because we're fed. Da, da, da. You know that song I was telling you guys about?
We got Snippety, Basset Hounds.
Let's see. I lost my place here. God's comfort flows through me and blesses others. When supporting someone who is grieving the death of a loved one or even loss of a job or any other losses, I affirm the healing power of the Holy Spirit and the comforting presence of God that is with them always, is with them always. And then we're going to go in this other book here, find the date. Today is what, the 7th? I have been taking care of my parents. You know what, Allie, when you can get paid for taking care of your parents. See, I didn't know that. I was my mom's full-time caregiver, and nowadays you can get paid for that if you're, doing that and not working. So you should,
if you are working.
You should look into that if you're the full-time caregiver for, your parents. It's just something, they don't pay you, pretty much, I guess, like, Medicare or whatever pays you. So you might want to look into that. That's just a suggestion. I didn't know about that because I was with her 24/7. Yeah. But that could be a little bit of income because one of my other friends is doing that right now. I said, how do you get it? And she's like, yeah, you could have did that too, Sal, but I didn't know about it. Just like whenever I was going to go back to school, when we first got married, I didn't know about financial aid and stuff like that. And Daryl wanted to go to art school and things. And we didn't know about that until my sister, who's 10 years younger than me, was getting, applying for financial aid and loans to go to nursing school. And I'm like, oh, you can get like free money, like grants and stuff. And sure enough, you can. But I always suggest going to the community college first, get all those core classes out of the way, and then, like English and math and that, because they're the same classes. You're just going to pay a lot more at a four-year college. But that's just my opinion. Come to me for rest and refreshment. The journey has been too much for you, and you are bone weary. Do not be ashamed of your exhaustion. Instead, see it as an opportunity for me to take charge of your life. Wow, that's so fitting after me talking about money. Okay. Gabriel, come on.
Drive me crazy.
Remember that I can fit everything into a pattern for good, including the things you wish were different. Start with where you are at this point in time and space, accepting that this is where I intend you to be. I just said that. Didn't I just say that? See, guys? You will get through today one step, one moment at a time. Your main responsibility is to remain attentive to me, letting me guide you through the many choices along your pathway. Quiet on the set.
It's not me, it's you.
Trying to... Well, you're talking.
Well, you're asking me questions and telling me stuff.
Your main responsibility is to remain attentive to me, letting me guide you through the many choices along your pathway. This sounds like an easy assignment, but it is not. Your desire to live in my presence goes against the grain of the world, the flesh, and the devil. Make much of your weariness results from your constant battle against those opponents. However, you are on the path of my choosing, so don't give up. Hope in me, for you will again praise me for the help of my presence. It says, however, you are on the path of my choosing, so don't give up. Hope in me, for you will again praise me for the help of my presence. And from Romans 8:28, we are assured and know that God, being a partner in their labor, all work together and are fitting into a plan for good to and for those who for those who love God and are called according to his design and purpose. That's from Romans 8:28. We are assured and know that God, being a partner in their labor, all things work together and are fitting into a plan for good to and for those who love God and are called according to his design and purpose. And then from Psalms, you know how I love those Psalms, 42:5. Why are you in despair, O my soul? And why have you become disturbed with me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him for the help of his presence.
I'll get him a phone.
Why are you in despair, O my soul? I have treats here somewhere.
Back here by the fireplace, but you're in the show, so I think
Why
you
are you in despair, O my soul? And why have you become disturbed within me? Let me start that over. Why are you in despair, O my soul? And why have you become disturbed within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him for the help of his presence. That's Psalms 42:5. That's some powerful stuff right there. It says, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. That's Matthew 11:28. And from 1 Timothy 2:8, I want men everywhere to lift up holy hands in prayer without anger or disputing. That's something I wish for the world too. I'm sure you all do too. I want men everywhere to lift up holy hands in prayer without anger or disputing. 1 Timothy 2:8. And then from Zechariah 1:3, therefore tell the people, this is what the Lord Almighty says. Return to me, declares the Lord Almighty, and I will return to you, says the Lord Almighty. That's from Zechariah 1:3. Wow. And it says from Romans 8:6, the mind of a sinful man is death, but the mind controlled by the Spirit is life and peace. Romans 8:6, the mind of a sinful man is death, but the mind controlled by the Spirit is life and peace. So I really like that reading. It all fit together. Isn't it funny how it always all fits together? And it's like, it's all dated, you know, but they're all different authors and things like that. So,
came from God.
yeah, it all came from God. That's true. But what is everyone doing today? Are we going to watch the Super Bowl, or are you spending time? I love those hearts, Allie. I love everything. We let go years ago when my husband lost his job. Every toy we had from the 80s, we sold on eBay. It paid the bills. Yeah, that's where, yeah, there is. There is honor in taking care of our parents. But that's how we got our house, because Daryl used to have a 73 Charger, and that was his pride and joy, and he did so much work to it. And I was so proud of him, because we had little Daryl then. He was just a baby, and he sold his car to buy our house, for the down payment for our house. And that was, you know, that was like, you know, he that's the day he, I think, grew up, don't you think, Daryl? And, you know, really became a man, because you took something that you built since you were a kid and sold it for, you know, our family.
I have to take care of my own.
Yeah, because he was only about, what, 21? No, we had Daryl at 22, so he'd be about 23. So he had that car since you were, what, 18, 17? No, you're about 16?
Oh, goodness.
Anyway, he got that car, and he like, did so much stuff to it. And he had a horn on, he had the horn on it, but it went it didn't have the last note for the what is that, the
Well, actually, it's the first note. The one that was missing is the first note.
Oh.
The next frame.
what was that song, that was the
Dixie.
the Dixie song. So in Florida, Allie, some of the community college have workforce. Yeah, your husband may qualify for free help. My husband did in it following a neck injury. That's cool. Yep, the Duke's a hazard, Mike. Yeah, there's so many things out there that, they don't really advertise for, Allie, and anyone else who's listening. Because I was telling Mike, too, it's always important to have a job that you like, at least like. I loved my job. I was lucky enough to laugh all the way there and home, But there's so many things out there that are out there for people, like us that need it, but it's not advertised. So we have to look for it. So, like I was trying to figure out what I can do with a teaching license and a master's degree in, of all things, computers. I know. If you don't use it, you lose it. But I do have in technology. I have a degree in a master's in technology, which it was like from '08. You don't, yeah, it's obsolete now. But anyways, I can figure stuff out though if I really have time to mess around with it. So, but so there's things out there, but we just don't know where they are. And like a lot of things that I have found in life, because I talk to so many people. When I go out, and Daryl knows I can be gone for 2 hours just to go down to the grocery store to get a dozen eggs because I end up talking to somebody. But I learn a lot from people. Like I found someone that was a plumber and somebody else that did something else. And I was like, oh, I know that person, and then I looked them up. And then, like you meet people when you just, a kind word, talking to people. But speaking of kind words, I know I'm all over the place here. I just want to tell you about this. There was this girl, they didn't say what her name was, but she was on this show talking about her channel. But she was at a gym because she's very heavy set, and she was trying to go to the gym. People were mocking her, and she was leaving the gym the one day, and these two dudes were coming out, and they went like ogre, and was making fun of her, and it really affected her, and she really, like, it didn't just happen once, it happened several times. And but then the one day she was leaving the gym, and this guy had all these tattoos and looked like a tough guy. She saw him there all the time. He says, hey. And she says, oh, here we go again, And she just kept walking. He goes, hey, I want to tell you, I see you here all the time, and I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you. And she was so happy with that, just that comment. Now, I told you guys sometimes people, are housebound, and that might be their only time out within a month or so. Just that one little comment changed her whole perspective. And now she's, going to the gym. And now that guy with the tattoos is helping train her and teaching her more about, weightlifting or, weight training. And so I just wanted to mention that because I'm always saying, your kind word might change someone's whole outlook. I mean, on life too. I mean, just that one guy saying that, he didn't have to do that, and he went out of his way to do it. And she was, did the video in her car, and she was crying, and she says, I really thought that was another person going to attack me and tell me how, disgusting I am, but it really changed her life, and now they're actually friends. That was just a very beautiful thing I wanted to tell you guys before I forgot. Let's see. I have been so busy, and now I know I will be researching that. We are also waiting on disability to approve my hubby. Now, Allie, no, I'm not trying to get in your business, but you didn't hire a lawyer for getting your disability, did you? For Social Security? Because you don't need to do that because I could help you. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that. I didn't know if you hired a lawyer for that or not, because my cousin did that, and I told her I would help her with that, and
She didn't listen.
I'm sorry. I wish I would have known you before that. So they're still working on it for you. Yeah, because they're going to take... I'll talk to you about that, because you should get all the... from the time that he's considered disabled, go back in time, and they'll give you back pay for your disability insurance. So I need to get going. All right. Wishing you all a blessed day. Smile at a stranger today. Even say a kind word. Call me later. We can chat. Yes, sirree. Hello, James Harrison. Harrington. Oh, yes. Good day to you, James. Thank you for stopping by and coming out of that invisible audience. Hello, Gina. Oh, Gina, I'm so full of information.
You're full of something. No, I'm kidding. I love you.
You see what I got to put up with, Gina? Yeah. There's so many things that, that if you guys ever, need help, there are grants and subsidized student loans. Yes, older people can get. So, yeah. Gina, if there's anything you need, you got my phone number, girl. Give me a call. Some of it you don't have to repay. Yeah, exactly. In the case of disability is denied, he can look into a career change. Yeah. Yeah, he's so funny. Do you want him? You want him?
I'm so full of it.
You already have one of your own. But yeah, Gina, if you need anything, let me know, as far as like school loans and things like that. Because my sons, I got my sons through the first semester of college. They went in high school. So they did a dual enrollment. I don't know if you guys have kids like Allie. When your kiddo gets in high school, you can have him do college courses, and some of your high school courses, depending on if they're AP or not, they will turn into college credits if you know how to do it. Yeah. So those of you that have kiddos, you can turn those high school credits, yeah, into college. And my kids, when they started college, after they graduated, they already had a semester done. So that's better than nothing. So anyway, here we are on an hour because I was early today, Allie, and you were not. Hey, Philip, my darling. Guys, it's a Super Bowl. If you want to watch a Super Bowl, I'm sorry, Gina, that the Steelers aren't in it. I don't know. I think they won enough Super Bowls. I don't know. And how are the Penguins doing? Are they doing any good, Daryl? So, but I wanted to get started on some things. I got to finish my stuff for my monetization. I got to do taxes today, so we have some money, All right, I'm so glad, Gina, because I really miss you. I really miss seeing you around and in the crowd and all that. But we all get busy, right? See you when I see you, Justin. I do. Okay, darling. All right, let's see. Nice. Oh, these are I cheated. My St. Patrick's Day. All right, guys. All right, so I'll see you when I see you, and it'll be real soon. All right, love you, CL. Love you all. Have a beautiful day. Hey, call me if you want. Don't think I'm going to be watching no Super Bowl. I'm free. All right, give me a call, guys. If you need me, I'll be there. I'm always there. Love you. Bye, James.